Well, like the rest of them said, I don't want to keep you too long because I know it's getting a little messy outside, so I'm going to try to get you away as quickly as possible. But I just want to say a few thank yous to some people that have impacted my life. First and foremost, I want to thank God for the opportunity that I've had to be a part of such a great organization. He has allowed me to be blessed with many things that I've been very thankful for, and so I just want to thank Him for that. I also like to thank the community of Logan County. The support that we receive just for our chapter is tremendous, and this banquet wouldn't be possible without the support we get from our community. And I just thank everyone that supports us and gives us money or does not give us money. It just helps us in any way possible. We are truly grateful to be part of this great community. I would also like to thank my parents, Chris and Laura Milam, for allowing me the opportunity to be part of this organization. They have taught me many things of how to work and somewhat on how to be organized. I know Mom tries to tell me to clean my room every day. It never really happens. So I try to get a little bit organized, but it never works. So I think Blake Taylor said the best. Mom, you were definitely my secretary. It feels like it was just last week we were working on a 6-page paper. So it's really an honor to have such great parents, and I wouldn't have wanted to have anyone else but you. Next, I'd like to thank my siblings, Caroline and Zach, and then Kenton too. Kenton's not my blood relative, but he's close enough, so I'm going to consider him that anyways. I just want to thank y'all for being, especially Caroline and Kenton, for being good role models to me and teaching me many things that I can continue my life with. And I'm very thankful and I'm excited for little Charlotte May to get here so I can spoil her just a little bit, but I know everyone else is too. And I just want to thank Aaron as well for being a good husband to my sister. I know growing. I know growing up, we used to, as kids, we used to play all the time, but we get back and I treasure those moments, and I'm thankful that somebody came in Caroline's life, take care of her and keep her safe. But I'd also like to thank Zach for being the person that I can pick on all the time. We all know the saying, if we pick on you, that means we love you. So I love you very much. I'd also like to thank all those guys back there for being a big part of my life and supporting me through the way. You are truly my best friends, and I'm thankful for that. And next, I'd like to thank Mr. Campbell and Mr. Estes. You all have guided me. You taught me so many things that I'm very thankful for. Without you all, I don't know where I would be today. I remember our first day in that class was Mr. Campbell's intro to that class. And he told us that we had a person to say the creed would win the free FFA jacket. So I remember working for that creed that afternoon and coming the next day to class. Lo and behold, did I know that Drew Brown was going to race me to the room. And he beat me there. But luckily, I was able to say the creed first and receive the FFA jacket. But that wasn't the start of my FFA career. My FFA career started many years back when I started showing cattle and being involved in agriculture. I'm very thankful for what everybody's done for me, and very thankful for the agriculture industry. And for Mr. Estes, I thank you for your leadership and your guidance that you have taught me. Being in greenhouse classes has been truly a fun experience, and I'm very thankful for that. And the countless hours and days spent practicing for many competitions is really an example of how to be a good leader. One story for Mr. Campbell and Mr. Estes as well. The first good story for Mr. Campbell. A few years back, I was preparing for a young farmer outstanding youth speech, and Mr. Campbell called me to the library to tell me something. So I went in there, and Mr. Campbell told me, "Are you ready?" and all that type of stuff. And he said, "Do you have you a great suit?" And I said, "Not yet." He said, "We need to get you one." And so I told Mom I needed to get a great suit, and we went shopping for a great suit. Well, after the speech that day, Miss Trish came up to Mom and said, "That's a nice suit Andrew's got on." And Mom told him, "Yeah, Mr. Campbell told him to get a gray suit." And Miss Trish looked at her and said, "Mr. Campbell has no sense of fashion." So I learned that day that he said great, not gray suit. And Mr. Estes, 2 years ago, I think it was our sophomore year, me and Dalton Nash were in the greenhouse, and we were messing around, throwing some rocks at each other. Well, if you've ever been to the greenhouse, you know there's a little counter on the left side as you walk in the big door. Well, about the time Mr. Estes walked through the door, he saw me throw a rock at Dalton. And then he looked at us and said, "Boys," or looked at me and said, "Andrew." And I looked over at Dalton, and he was nowhere to be found. And I don't think Mr. Estes knows to this day that he was there. But he took behind the counter, and I got all the blame that day. And I remember looking back at that, and I told Dalton about it. And it's pretty funny to look back at those moments. But I just want to thank everybody for this opportunity that we've had. And I'm so very, very thankful for Mr. Campbell and Mr. Estes, what they've done for me in my life and for my family as well. And at this time, I'd like to call Mr. Campbell and Mr. Estes to the stage. We'd like to give them a token of our appreciation for what they have done to us for our senior officers.